Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate world. Today we are diving into a Form 8K filing from Harvard Bioscience. Spoiler alert, it involves a director resigning, a new one joining, and some stock shuffling. It's not quite a soap opera, but there's enough drama to keep us interested. This report has some exciting updates on leadership changes and their stock options. It also covers some important approvals that they needed from their investors, so we will go over all of that. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come say hi. This Form 8K or current report is a document that companies file with the Securities and Exchange Commission to announce major events that shareholders should know about. These events can range from a change in leadership to a major acquisition or disposal of assets. It's essentially a real-time update on the company's activities. The date of the earliest event reported here is May 30, 2025. The company in question is Harvard Bioscience, Inc. They are incorporated in Delaware. Their commission file number is 001303957, and their employer identification number is 0433061420. If you ever need to, 8999. The company has common stock with a par value of 1 cent, and it trades under the symbol HBIO on the Nasdaq stock market. The par value is the minimum the company is required to sell a stock at. This is extremely low at 1 cent. Here's where things get interesting. On May 30, 2025, Thomas Lowald resigned from the board of directors of Harvard Bioscience. The company says his resignation was not due to any disagreement about their operations, policies, or practices. So we can assume it was for personal reasons unless he decides to publicly state why. On June 2, 2025, the stockholders voted to approve the amended and restated 2021 incentive plan. Basically, this plan allows the company to give stock options and other stock-based awards to employees and executives as an incentive. The main change here is that they increase the number of shares of common stock that can be issued under this plan. Before this change, there were 2,136,170 shares available for future awards. After the stockholders approved the amended plan, the number of shares increased by 3,923,000. This means that in total they have just over 6 million shares they can issue to employees. This helps with attracting and retaining talent. Also on June 2, 2025, the board appointed John D. Duke to serve as a member of the board. He will be a Class 2 director, which means his term will expire at the company's 2026 annual meeting. He will also be on the audit committee and the nominating and governance committee. The amount he will be paid for his role has not been yet disclosed. 1 June 2025, the board appointed Catherine Eade as the board's lead independent director. This is typically to balance the power of the CEO and other executives. This ensures someone is keeping watch on the interests of the shareholders. On June 2, 2025, Harvard Bioscience held its 2025 annual meeting of stockholders. At this meeting, stockholders voted on 4 proposals. Let's see how those votes turned out. First, the stockholders elected one Class I director, James Green, for a 3-year term. He got 23,563,963 votes. This means that there were more than 5,088,231 votes withheld. There were also 5,066,123 broken non-votes. This means that there were more than 5 million stocks whose owner did not decide, so they default to the company. Second, the stockholders ratified or approved the appointment of Grant Thornton L. as the company's independent registered public accounting firm for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2025. This is standard and is there to ensure the company is complying with accounting standards. They got 31,536,184 votes for 116,407 46,186,184 votes for 116,180 votes abstained. Third, the stockholders approved by a non-binding advisory vote the compensation of the company's named executive officers. This is non-binding, but it shows the investors' opinions on how the executives are being compensated. There were 23,842 for and 842,426 votes against, 368,878 votes abstained, and 5,066,000 against 38 votes abstained, and 5,066,000 against 3068 votes and 878 votes abstained, and 5,066,000 against 3068,870, 68,870, 68,878 votes abstained, and 568,133 broken non-votes. This is less than the appointment of Grant Thornton, so some investigate votes abstained and 5,066,123 broken non-votes. This is less than the appointment of Grant Thornton, so some investors may be concerned about overpayment to the executives. Finally, the stockholders approved the amended and restated 2021 incentive plan to increase the number of authorized shares of common stock available for issuance. There were 25,144,481 votes for, 1,447,295 votes abstained, and 5,066,125 against, 20,723 broken non-votes. The company issued a press release announcing the appointments of Mr. Duke and Ms. Eade, and the resignation of Mr. Low-Ald. So what does all of this mean? Harvard Bioscience is making some changes to its leadership and its stock incentive plan. A director resigned, a new one was appointed, a lead independent director was appointed, and the stockholders approved an increase in the number of shares available for stock-based compensation. These all point to a company in transition. Harvard Bioscience needs to retain talent and make sure they are being watched, which is what these changes are suggesting. It shows that they are addressing issues and trying to have transparency for their investors. Overall, I think Harvard Bioscience is taking steps to improve its corporate governance and incentivize its employees. The appointment of a new director and a lead independent director suggests a focus on oversight and accountability. The increased stock incentive plan could help attract and retain top talent, which is crucial for the company's future growth. Alright, that's our breakdown of Harvard Bioscience's latest filing. What's your take on these changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.